That Bay Area. What's up, Richmond, CA? There's some real stuff right here.
Add on coming down here.
It's Aji, man.
Once upon a time.
Add on.
I knew how to rhyme.
Keep your at home. Me on. Or me want to own. Me on type of flow.
That's all I got to say.
Me on.
All right.
Or me want to own. Me on type of flow.
Welcome back to another episode of the Add-On Podcast. Got a special guest, Matthew Felsenfeld. How you feel to be on, man?
I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah. So first, start off, obviously, talk about your upbringing, man. How it was for you growing up, stuff like that.
My upbringing was very good. I'm from Boulder City up here in Vegas. Tight family. Played a lot of sports, definitely a sports-orientated family.
Yes, sir.
I'd say it was good growing up. I played with a lot of my friends that I ended up playing with in high school through sports. Had a lot of opportunities to do things, so I honestly could never complain about my upbringing.
Yes, sir, man, for sure. Talk about your ultimate career goal. What's your ultimate career, the one thing that you just gotta accomplish before you die?
So I'm not really too sure right now. I'm trying to figure that out. Right now I'm trying to maybe be a collegiate coach of some sort in basketball, maybe football, but mostly basketball. But if that doesn't work out, I don't know, maybe trying to go into the media world in sports. I think that's definitely where I'm probably will end up. I don't know if I'll do anchoring or, I don't know, there's so much stuff you can choose.
Right.
So definitely going to have to figure that out.
Got you. So I see you wearing a UNLV shirt. Talk about that, man.
Yeah, so I'm a manager for their basketball team. They're looking pretty good this year. I'm pretty excited. I think everyone's going to need to come out. I think we might end up ranked and for sure have a great.
I heard that one dude came back. What's his name? Isaiah Cottrell.
Yeah, Isaiah.
I played against him in high school. That dude is insane.
Yeah, Isaiah's a cool kid. He's going to be very good this year. I think the whole team is going to be pretty good this year. I mean, honestly, we have a lot of transfers and they're mixing well with the players that are already there. So I'm excited. Definitely excited.
Okay. Yes, sir, man. I gotta check out a game. What's your biggest challenge en route to you? I know you say you're not too sure, but in your route to accomplishing, obviously, be a manager of some sort, what could be the biggest challenge en route to that?
Yeah, of course. So being a collegiate coach, it's just about starting at the bottom. It's you start off where you're rebounding and stuff like that, and you make your way up to either coaching or just other jobs in general. So definitely just sticking with it. Times are going to be hard, but if you stick with it, you'll probably get through. But in the media field, just trying to be the best at it, because you're going to be competing against everyone. So trying to just make sure that I'm more special than someone else.
Gotta stand out. So. Yes, sir, man, for sure.
Yeah.
What shaped you into the person today, you are today, the man you are today?
I'd say I'd say two things. I'd say the first thing would be definitely how I was raised and the people I grew up around. I guess definitely raised in the right family and raised around great people. But two, I would say I love learning about people's stories. I hear about what they did in life or something. So when it comes up in my life, I kind of have an understanding already. Right. So then I can make my own decision based off of what I know. So I guess just those two things would definitely shape me into the person I am today, because I feel
Talk about your career in basketball. I know I was going through your Instagram when I saw you hoop.
Yeah. So I hoop.
When did you first start?
So I started when I was really little. I just played rec league like most other kids, but it grew because I played with a lot of my friends. And then we went to high school. In middle school, it really grew because that was the big thing. There was no soccer. Now there's soccer, flag football or whatever, but basketball was it in middle school when we were in it. So making the team was awesome. And then just seeing all the perks and just being around the game, just fell in love with the game. Right. So then I went up to high school, played 3 years on varsity. Didn't get the last year.
Yeah.
So,
because of COVID.
Yeah, so but I definitely think my basketball career was good. It was good. Just defensive player, just defensive. Always
what position did you play?
Point guard.
So
yeah, just defensive, and I'd find people open. I could score, but I was more the one that pick up their best ball handler and limit him to probably half to none the amount of points he had.
Yes, sir.
Or that. But now I'm just a manager at the basketball. Now I keep with it, and I'm still a manager, and I think that's where I want to pursue.
Was that something you wanted to do because of, like, you didn't really get any offers or anything like that, or is it something that you wanted to just?
So it's something I definitely thought about because my one friend goes to Little Rock. He plays D1, and I always thought about maybe being a manager just because, like, I always wanted to still be around the sport, and like he's talking about managers and stuff like that. So I was always thinking about it, but I went to ASU my first semester last year, and I met a manager there. And he was talking about it, and I thought I was most likely going to get a spot probably over there if I would have tried for it.
Right.
But I didn't, and I moved back, and I thought to I knew someone that was a manager here at UNLV that went to my school for 6 years, and I was like, yeah, maybe this is what I want to do. Like, if I'm going to do it, just hop on it. So that's why I hopped on that.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So me, I was completely different though, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure you've seen a little bit.
Yeah, you can
I'm pretty
hoop.
good now, but in high school I sucked.
Oh, gotcha.
A lot of people don't know I didn't barely play varsity at all.
Okay.
Freshman year played freshman, sophomore year played JV, junior year played JV again.
Yeah.
But it was like I only got moved up for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So he threw me in garbage times.
But when we played Silverado our junior year, and we got smacked. So your varsity team was pretty good.
Junior year, yeah, we had like Martell, London, them
you
cats
guys
on
were
there.
pretty good.
But yeah, really after my senior season got canceled, that's when I'm like, I'm gonna get better.
Yeah. No, you can hoop.
Yeah,
I've seen your video.
So the goal for me, obviously, just to try out for the G League in 2 years.
That's
I feel
cool.
like I'll be stronger. And if it don't work out, I love doing this. I feel like I was born to talk about sports.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See, that's something like just like trying to shoot for the top thing, and like if it doesn't, like there's so many other options you can choose. People don't think that though, but there really is so many other options you can go for.
Most definitely. Yes, sir, man. Talk about the Celtics though, man. How they fired.
Yeah, bro. So I heard about that. I heard about that yesterday, and I was.
Oh, excuse me. I want to rephrase. They didn't fire him. They suspended him for the whole season.
Yeah. So I don't know. I understand why. Like, I get it. I understand why they suspend him. I guess I've never really been in the situation where that's ever happened in my workplace. Like, someone in hires dating someone or like has like a relationship with someone. So I don't really know how it'd be handled. But when you're up at like the Celtics organization, like, you're most likely gonna get caught. Like, there's no way that they weren't gonna catch that guy. And it's just like, and then just thinking about like his family, just like how his family feels. Like, I don't know, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I agree with them suspending him for the year. Maybe like see about future decisions, see how he handles it and stuff like that, and then see how it go from there. But suspension maybe for the year is probably the best thing at the moment. Maybe like it might change down the road, but for right now it's probably the best thing. But it's kind of crazy because they knew about it for a couple months before they even released it. Yeah, the Celtics knew about it. So I heard about that and I was like, all right, now the Celtics kind of are a little...
I don't know if I agree with the suspension though, man.
I mean,
look at Deshaun Watson.
That's true.
He got
true.
Only 11 games for having sexual outreach with over 20 women.
Hey, true. That guy should not. I don't know if he should even be in the league right now. If I'm being completely honest.
And I love Watson, but off the field.
No, true, absolutely, and I agree, and that's why it's hard because like some people try not to mix basketball and what happens, but this happened within the organization, so it kind of happens within basketball, so now it's a tough situation.
True.
So like Deshaun Watson, that happened outside of football, and football's a whole different thing. That's the only reason why I think they didn't suspend him. Me personally, absolutely. Like, you got to get that guy out of the league. That's such a bad image. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't be doing that.
Yeah. But was it consensual or not with Ime Udoka?
It was consensual. So it was consensual. Yeah. So the girl did know, and she was willing.
I guess it just was an organizational rule, I guess.
So I mean, like any company. I mean, you can't be having a relationship if you're one of the top guys with someone. So yeah.
I mean, not to put that aside, but if they do fire him, it could be a tough man to replace.
Absolutely.
His first season, he got to the finals.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. He's definitely done wonders for that team, and
hey, good luck replacing that dude.
And that's like the third coach in 3 years or something like that.
For
so
Celtics? Brad Stevens.
I think it's the third one or the second one, one of the two. But they, I don't know, another coach that they're gonna have to bring in. So I mean, or the interim coach. So I don't know, but I do agree with you on your Deshaun Watson take.
Yes, sir, man. What's your sleeper team for the NBA, man? A team that nobody's really talking about that could sneak into the playoffs or even go beyond.
So I'll give you two. And I don't like telling them because one of them's kind of a Bulls rival, I guess. The Cavs. I definitely think they're a sleeper team. You know, they looked really good last year, even with 2 7-footers. Like 2 7-footers were running their team.
I know you was gonna say that.
Practically.
Cavs, yeah.
And I mean, now they have Donovan Mitchell. I'm not just saying that because of Donovan Mitchell. I'm saying that because 2 7-footers are running their team. That's not heard of in the NBA. Usually have one, or it's like one really big superstar, and those two can defend, do whatever they need. Like they're great, and you're just adding on more pieces to them. I feel like they're a sleeper team. Will they win it all? Maybe not, but they're definitely going to make the playoffs this year.
I think they're Cavs definitely a top 4 or 5 seed in the East.
And then the other sleeper team I got is I think the Grizzlies, and they're not really a sleeper team, but a lot of people don't think they'd make it past like the Warriors. Like if they come up against the Warriors, usually it's like, oh, Warriors will sweep them. Doesn't really matter. But I think that this year could be the Grizzlies' year to really do it.
A lot of people don't know they were up 2-1.
Exactly.
Before Ja got hurt.
I think that it could be their year to. I think that's another sleeper team I got, and hopefully the Bulls do good this year.
So who you got like realistically? Who's your favorite NBA team?
So I'm a Bulls fan.
Bulls fan.
They're looking alright.
The thing with the Bulls is just they don't have a big.
I was about to say the same thing.
And Lonzo got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't keep taking Carlos out that knee, man.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be as quick.
I know. And Vooch is interesting. I wish we would have gotten another big. If we got another big, I think we'd be a big sleeper team in the.
I love your 2 wings, Zach LaVine and DeMar is insane. Like, where was this with the Spurs? Like,
I don't know, but I like that it's with the Bulls. So I can't complain. But I guess like the Cavs don't have to be it. Like they're a sleeper.
What's your thoughts on Russell Westbrook and the Lakers? Like him bringing in Pat Beverly and Schroeder. Is Russ gone? Like how's he gonna fit? Is he gonna come back?
I don't really understand like what the last couple of years like the Lakers have been bringing in the approach of like a transfer portal approach, if you really think about it. Like they're just bringing in all these old guys that have been on teams, and like they're just trying to throw pieces together that are gonna work. Like you're obviously gonna have Bron and AD, and you just try to find people that'll work around them.
Right.
I think Russ is a good point guard, and like he can perform when he's needed. Like he can. I don't know. There's a lot of younger guys out there. There's a lot better guys out there, I would say, right now. But
you think Russ is washed? Because a lot of people are disrespecting his name.
I know. I don't think he's washed. He just might be on the wrong team. You know, sometimes they're like DeMar, like we were just talking about on the Spurs, he did nothing. On the Bulls, he does something.
Russ has never been the third best player.
Exactly.
He's always been 1 or 2.
Yeah, and he was average before that. He'd average triple-double every single season.
Exactly.
So I don't think he's washed at all. I think he either is on the wrong team, or they're just like they're just mashing together players that just doesn't even really make sense in the first part. But I mean, they got a steal in getting Dennis Schroeder. Did you see what he was supposed to sign for?
$84 million.
And then he signed for $2 million or something like that.
Dennis fumbled the bag.
Yeah, he fumbled. But
wow.
I wouldn't disrespect his name. I think he's fine. He probably will have a good comeback season. If not, then maybe we got to start talking about like might be time to hang up the shoes. You know. But.
I mean, he did average 18 points. I think with Russ, it's just his biggest thing is he needs to take accountability.
Sure.
Every press conference, I'm Russell Westbrook, I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like he had the most turnovers in the league until he sat and then Trae Young took over.
Yeah.
He hit the side of the backboard. He doesn't play any defense, so he's just kind of like a liability, I think. But
true.
If he can like turn things around, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. And like he definitely could. Like Melo, everyone forgets this. Melo was like out of the league 2 years ago. Wasn't even in the league, and now he's over here playing for one of the best teams in the league.
Did they re-sign him?
I'm pretty sure they're going to. If I'm not
they should. I mean, he was a knockdown shooter.
Yeah, he didn't do bad. Like that's just I don't know. You can totally change your season around after one. Like Russ could have a blowout season, and then everyone is right back on him.
Yes, sir.
So
obviously LeBron gonna pass Kareem this year. Is that does that change your opinion anyway where he ranks? Because I still have number 2 behind you, and even if
I still got him at number 2, but let me tell you why. Okay, and I am not from this era. Okay, I'm from. Okay, that doesn't make sense. I'm from this era. I'm not from Jordan's era.
Right.
The only reason why I say Jordan is better than LeBron is because there's games like LeBron won't play. Or there's games that he, like, I don't know, maybe won't go off. But there's other games where he will. But every time I ask someone about Jordan, like if they watched him in person or if they watched him in over video or anything like that, they would always tell me, like, the dude would always come and play. Like, it did not matter who they, like, would drop 20 for you. In like, 20 would probably be the least he'd drop. And that's still a good outing for most players. 20, like... So, and then you got him dropping 50 for you and stuff. And just seeing it, like, the height he'd do it at, like, I mean, LeBron's easily one of the best like, number 2, if fighting for number 1, honestly.
Exactly.
But I don't know, like, Jordan was a little bit smaller than him, I feel like. Some of the stuff, like, that he did was just like, what the heck? And he revolutionized the game. I feel like was one of the ones that revolutionized. So that's the only reason why I put Jordan front. But I do have to admit, like, Bron is easily number 2, and he's easily fighting for number 1.
Definitely.
So
my take on that is the only reason, like, why I say LeBron, because after he won it in 2016, I actually posted a video on YouTube, I'm like, LeBron the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like, I was just on that bandwagon. But after watching The Last Dance, I kind of gave it up.
Yeah.
But the ultimate reason is 2011. He choked against the Mavericks. And say what you want about Jordan, about he getting swept in the first round. When he got to the ultimate destination, he never lost.
Never.
And LeBron
never
in
went to Game 7 either.
Exactly. So there was no excuse for 2011. I don't want to hear nothing about, the chemistry was bad, because D-Wade already had one in 06.
Yeah.
And LeBron had been to the finals in 07.
Yeah.
They played together with the Olympics. LeBron just flat out choked.
No, I agree.
And that's hard to say coming from a LeBron fan, but that's just true.
No, I agree. And I don't know. I don't know if I really count the bubble one, too. Like, I count the bubble.
Come on, man.
I count it. Like, it's a championship.
Don't be like Skip Bayless.
But a lot of people were playing differently that year. That year was just weird. Like, I count it. It has to count.
Pacers,
but, like, not even him. Like, just a lot of people were playing really weird that year. And it's like, there's a lot of atmospheres that change. And, like, people don't know this, but, like, LeBron, and this doesn't really matter, I guess maybe to some people, but, like, LeBron was getting way better treatment. Like, the Lakers were getting way better treatment than, like, the Grizzlies were getting. And that, like, if you saw, like, the meal comparisons, and I understand that it's LeBron compared to, like, someone on the bench at the Grizzlies, but it's just like, but I still give it to him. Like, it's still a championship. You still had to win the whole thing. So, I mean, I understand.
People call it a bubble championship.
Yeah.
I mean, it's how you look at it, because you can also make a case that it was easy, but you also can make a case that it was
harder. Exactly.
Because they're away from family.
Yeah, exactly.
And how many days were they there?
I'm not really sure.
It was well over 100 days.
But they were away from family, and it could have been, I call it the bubble championship because, like you said, it could go either way.
And I heard the Clippers didn't want to be there.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that went on that was just like didn't make a lot of sense.
I feel you for sure, man. Let's transition to kind of rap. Touch on like PNB Rock's death. Did you know him personally? Not personally, but did you listen to his music and just kind of your thoughts on his death?
Yeah, of course. So I listened to him in 8th grade when what is that song? Too Many Years or whatever from Kodak and Him came out. I can't think of it. I think it's called that. I wasn't really big on him ever since. But it's like, it's sad. It's sad to hear that kind of stuff because I guess I understand. I get it. Like, that kind of stuff happens everywhere. It doesn't really matter. I guess because he's a rapper, he's more targeted. I understand that kind of stuff, but should it be happening to people of that fame that, like, no, not at all. People that are rapping and, like, expressing how things are going in the world and express thoughts that people can't express should not be killed. And it's just kind of sad, because, he had a lot of life left, and now someone killed him for his chain, and if that guy gets arrested, what was the point? You know what I mean? There was no point to kill the guy. And just in the end, it's just senseless violence,
right,
truthfully. Like, if there was, like, beef or something like that, I guess, still, really, no, there's no reason to kill someone. But
dude was having breakfast with his girl.
Exactly. Like, it's just sad. But that's like with every rapper.
That's what I'm saying. You got Nipsey getting killed in his own town. Pop Smoke getting killed in his home.
And that Nipsey one is crazy. Have you heard that story? That story is nuts. It's like it wasn't one of his friends, or maybe it was one of his friends, but they were, like, close somehow, and he ended up killing him. Like, that's just, like, doesn't make any sense. Pop Smoke was the same way. I mean,
it's out of jealousy, though, I feel like.
Oh, definitely. Pop Smoke and PNB, definitely. Oh, definitely. And location. They dropped their locations. I don't know why you would drop your,
PNB Rock?
Yeah,
so
it was a
girlfriend. I take on it, me personally. I don't know if he knew that particular Roscoe's, I believe was the name of it, was dangerous, but I don't blame him on his girlfriend, because I mean, like, you as a human being, no matter your status, you should be able to post
where you are.
When she posted, he wasn't thinking, oh, let me not post this because somebody might, do something. He should be able to post a location, whatever, and just live life. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. Yeah, I don't think she should deserve all the backlash because, if you're somewhere, you're probably gonna post that you're there.
Yeah.
Like most rappers post where they are. They try to say they don't drop their locations, but like you can tell where they're at. I mean, but I don't know. The whole situation is just messed up. The one good thing that comes from it, and it's not a good thing, like you shouldn't say it like that, is that their streams shoot up like 600%. It's crazy. His streamings are through the roof right now.
Definitely.
And I feel like it's sad.
It should be like that because you should give them their flowers.
Exactly.
Right here. You look at the same thing happened to DMX when he died.
And Pop Smoke and Young Dolph. Actually, Young Dolph. I love Young Dolph. I really wish I would have listened to his music a long time ago. I just never was really exposed to it, you know. And he's another soul. And he was like him and Nipsey were great people to their community.
Exactly.
Did a lot for their community.
A lot for their community.
So it's just sad.
Legend. And me being African American, obviously, I don't know if I support Black Lives Matter because we kill our own people.
Yeah, you know, it's just sad because I saw a quote the other day that was just like, I thought it was really, really good. You know, it was like, why are we gonna kill our own kings that are making us known? You know what I mean?
Wow.
That are bringing problems to light, that are rapping about these problems, that show our daily lives. And I'm talking more of an African American type of daily life. Like, why would you take your own kings like that? That's just dumb, you know. I just feel so bad because he worked so hard to get where he was, and no matter the race, you know. If you work that hard to get where you're at, you deserve to be there. You deserve to. I'm at Roscoe's wearing jewelry and stuff like that. You shouldn't, like you said, you shouldn't have to worry about someone just running up to you and taking your life.
Right.
Seriously.
Crazy, man, for sure. Let's transition to just all time with the same subject. Before we get to that, though, give me some of your favorite rappers today.
Okay, definitely today.
Yeah.
Definitely Lil Baby, Young Dolph, Key Glock, Kodak. Honestly, I like all kinds of music. Like,
Are you more lyrical, melodic, mumble rap? What's kind of your take?
Lyrical and good beat, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not really mumble. If they mumble, it's whatever, but usually mumble rap has a good beat behind it, so I don't have to worry about that. And then, like, if it doesn't have a good beat, the lyrics are usually pretty good. They spit, or you get both, and then I'm like, damn. But no, so the baby was all right for a little bit. He kind of fell off.
Thing with the baby, all his songs sound the same.
Exactly, yeah.
But at the same time, he drops something. Tap in.
Yeah, there's some that are like some good songs, but a lot of them sound the same, and that's the problem I feel like a lot of rappers have nowadays. Is a lot of their songs sound the exact same.
Exactly.
So, but my top 5 all time
ever. I'm waiting for this one.
So I definitely got to throw in. Can it be no order? Can I just give 5?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't even order these. So okay. I'd say Lil Baby's got to be in there. He's definitely all time, okay. Dude. He definitely. You go on his Utensil album and you could probably listen to every single one of those songs and most likely sing them or have been on the radio.
Gotcha.
So then him, Eminem, most definitely.
Gotcha.
Man, dude, I don't know. This is hard. I'll throw in YoungBoy. Okay. I think YoungBoy's good because he diversifies his music. I think he does, and his lyrics are good.
Okay.
I'd throw in. I'd probably throw in Jay-Z. I like Jay-Z. I like him a lot. And
that's 3 or 4.
That's 4.
That's 4. Okay.
And honestly, there could be a million on this list. I like I said, I like all kinds of rap. I say the last one would have to be either Kendrick or Drake. One of the two.
Kendrick or Drake.
They could be they could be the same. And honestly, all 6 of those guys could be interchanged at any spot to me personally.
That's interesting, man. Lil Baby and NBA YoungBoy.
I
think with NBA YoungBoy, it's just a little too early, man. To say he's the greatest.
True. So that's why that list is hard though, because a lot of those rappers probably shouldn't be on there. Mm-hmm. But for my own generation, you know, I lived those are my rappers. Mm-hmm. Like if you were to ask my brother that, he'd probably tell you like Nelly, Ice Cube, and I like those rappers, but those would be his top 5 all time. Mm-hmm. See, it's just a little different. Like if I was doing like old rappers, I easily would throw in Ice Cube, Nelly, Outkast, all of those guys.
So you like history.
Yeah, of course, I throw in all those guys. But
I like that Eminem though. Like Eminem is my greatest rapper ever.
dude's lyrical and got some beats.
Exactly, and he's the best-selling rapper ever.
Oh,
now,
for
I hate
sure.
people say, "Oh, he only sold it because he's white." If that's the case, how come Logic ain't sell as much?
Exactly.
And Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
All these other rappers.
I
He's
don't
changed.
like Machine Gun Kelly. But go on.
Hey man, I ain't know about him until the Kill Shot hit.
Yeah.
He was a decent rapper, but the people who say Machine Gun Kelly won that,
Yeah.
he's switched. He made
Oh
a
yeah,
switch
he
genre.
totally switched. Yeah, he doesn't even sing rap anymore.
Kill Shot was insane, man.
I think you're right about that. I think Eminem totally switched around. I don't think it was because he was white. I really think it was because he can rap. And most people you ask, it's because he can rap. It's not because he's white.
Why'd he call him the rap guy?
And, like, there's a lot of people that can rap out there, and I don't care what race you are. Like, if your song bumps, I will listen to your song. I do not care.
Yes,
like,
sir.
That's all that matters to me. So
For sure. Let's get on touch to the last question. What's your add-on to life, and what's your add-on to the youth?
definitely. So to life, I would I think I already kind of mentioned this. I don't know. I've been in the lows. I've definitely been in the lows, and I've been in thinking what do I want to do with life? So my life add-on would be just shoot for as high as possible and shoot for whatever you think would be the best possible job or best possible thing for you in life. And then start to make little plans. And if that highest thing doesn't work, then you always have little things to fall back on. I guess an example is I wanted to be a cop forever. I mean forever. Went to college, started off college for criminal justice. I thought that's what I was going to be. You know, I was the highest shooting thing, and I thought to myself, is that really the highest shooting thing I could be? Like, I could go be a cop if I wanted to. Like, the academy is really accepting right now.
Yeah, 6 months.
Exactly. So I was like, do I really want to do it?
That's another top.
So then I got the opportunity for this, and I was like, now I totally changed, and I felt like I was shooting higher. So just getting the opportunities and knowing that you are worth so much more than you really think you are, is just something that I think everyone should do. And then the youth, I think, definitely is just absorb all the knowledge you can. Like, people don't understand, when people are telling you stuff, it might not matter then, but it could matter down the road, possibly. And you could always use old people, or you could always use people's memories and what they went through, like I said earlier, to your own advantage. And that's what I do. And I feel like the youth will mature faster and understand, because in high school, I felt like I knew what I was doing with life, but I was still a kid. You know what I mean? I wasn't and I wish if I was locked down, I'd probably be a better basketball player, probably be a better football player, better baseball player if I really locked in and took what people were telling me and you could do this. Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So definitely just when you get the opportunities, take them, take the advice, and just shoot for the stars.
Exactly, the sky's the limit.
They're telling you in this type of world nowadays, you have to shoot for the stars, because you will always be able to find something to fall back on.
Right. Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Thank you for having me. Seriously.
No problem, man.
Seriously.
Anything you want to shout out, like your social media or anything you got going on?
Yeah, if you want to follow me on social media, it's Felzy23. I hope to be starting a podcast soon, which I'll be having you on.
Yes, sir, man.
And,
Look forward to it.
Yeah, and come out to any Rebel games this year. They'll be pretty good this year for basketball. And
gotta give me some tickets, man.
Oh, for sure. No, you just let me know, and I got you for sure.
For sure, man. Yeah, I ain't never been anymore.
Yeah, and just thanks for having me on, bro. It was fun.
No problem, man.
Super
yes,
fun.
sir. You guys, you make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for the next episode.